Because of the nature of the platform, which is online, you're talking to a screen, it can maybe seem to be presented as very less engaging, less interactive, and less responsive. However, using this design thinking process and asking these questions, we can help figure out different solutions. So, how might we engage with online students? Well, let's take a look at our current version. This is our Blackboard Collaborate. And as you notice that it's an opportunity for students to log on, to have a synchronous session. Now, for asynchronous platform, we don't offer Blackboard Collaborate. However, you can use Blackboard Collaborate to offer as virtual office hours, and for students to work in groups or you to meet with your cohort of advisees. So Blackboard Collaborate is a tool that you could use to engage with students. However, the current platform looks like this, where you have the instructor on the upper left corner, which is in a very small box, and then on the main screen is where the instructor has a PowerPoint slide, and on the left panel, you have the students chatting. So, the way I think about the current Blackboard Collaborate is like the time when we thought the flip phones were really cool, right? That was because we didn't have phones before, and so having any type of mobile phone seemed cool. However, over time, we realized its limitation, the texting, the web browser was slow, and the photo taking wasn't that great. So now we enter to the new era of smartness. And this is where I see Blackboard Collaborate is entering into this era of smartness. This is the new Blackboard Collaborate Ultra. It is smart. And the reason why I say it's smart, it acts like a smartphone. It can be engaging. So when you enter into the Blackboard site, it actually looks like a classroom. And then what's really great is that it answers some of the limitation of the Blackboard Collaborate current version, where students can call in using a unique phone number and ID code. So there's no more background noise where you hear the dog barking or someone else is making noises on the phone. The new Blackboard Collaborate Ultra has many new features that makes the experience of online education more engaging, which addresses one of the challenges. It's very smart looking. There's a friendly entrance to the classroom. There's an opportunity to share applications, such as the instructor can see the student's desktop and vice versa, where you can demonstrate some aspect of your modeling program live so the students can see. You can do polling to assess whether students are following along, just to get some feedback. And there's breakout group where students can be in different groups, having their own little classrooms where they can utilize the whiteboard, share the applications, whether it's a PowerPoint slide or a file, and also do desktop sharing among themselves. Here's a screenshot of a session where I was doing desktop sharing where students could see the model that I was working on. While I was working on this model, the students were also working on their models on their own desktop. Once I completed my model, I want to see how they were working on their own model. So I asked them to desktop share their model one by one, and the students in the classroom can also see each other's models. So it's a really great opportunity to engage your students in this collaborative way. Another great feature is you can invite guest speakers. Here is Dr. Emily Stein, who's a faculty in the Department of Health Policy Administration. She was able to join our discussion live, and it actually has a very Google Hangout slash Skype look where you can see the faces of the individuals together, the whole class. Whereas the old Blackboard Collaborate, if you remember, only one person could be seen one at a time, right? It was the instructor on the upper left corner, but here you can see your whole entire classroom. So let's revisit the question I had in the beginning. How might we actively engage with our online students? Well, this is the era of smartness, where we need to focus on mobile friendly, user friendly, and much more. By framing these questions, how might we can then come up with more dynamic, interactive capacity building to drive change in your organization. I expressed these challenges to the Blackboard Collaborate IT help desk, and I was very excited to know that they were working on this new Ultra platform, and I'm very excited to be beta testing this new platform in my courses this semester. So now that we addressed this challenge, let's revisit the design process. The idea of getting feedback from students or instructor can drive change in making tools and processes much more effective.